But I was like, wow, that is just, it's an extension of a one-man show. So like when I did Ari's storyteller show, they're a little piece of a one-man show. Go up there and tell a story or something that happened to you in a funny manner, you know, make it sad, pull them out of the fucking sadness with something funny. And that's what a one-man show does. It goes through, it's like going to a regular play. You have your first act, your second act, and your third act, and you got to break them up. That was the problem with my one-man show, that I had done it maybe 6 times, and it was all an hour 15, hour and a half, and I still wasn't done. So how the fuck can you have a one-man show that's 8 hours? What are you people going to sit there for 8 hours and have a meal with me? So we either had to decide whether to break it from the point after my mother died, or it ends with my mother dying, or it begins with me coming out of prison and getting into comedy. So that was the fucking thing we had, and maybe sprinkling some of the past in, but we never got to that part. The pandemic hit, the director fucking quit the Comedy Store, and life moved the fuck on. So when I had the opportunity to see Chaz's, I had never saw Chaz's. I saw the film a few times. You know, it's on every other fucking week, but I never got to see the one-man show. When they offered me the residency in New York City, they said, basically, you can do whatever the fuck you want there. You can do whatever you want. You could do an hour stand-up. You could do a one-man show. Now, for you guys who know me and know what I think is important in life, do you know how happy I would be if I could do a one-man show on Broadway? Do you have any fucking idea whether it was good or bad? Do you have any? I mean, I would try to make it as good as I possibly could. I wouldn't make you come down to see a bum rap, but do you know what it would mean to me? It would be fucking, it would be superb, man. A one-man show on fucking Broadway. I catch a little heat, but that's a complete different story. Could be the last show. Yeah, so I went over there Saturday night, and I didn't know what to expect, you know. I walked in with my wife. We sat in the fucking Southwest tickets, in the Southwest seats. But here's the fucking funny thing, that our seats were just, the way the theater was and how old it got, our seats just got compact. And then we had 2 people in front of us, and they were right there. Guys, they were right fucking there. I could smell the guy's fucking neck. So what we did was, as soon as the lights turned off, we just got up and we moved to, because a couple seats in the back row were open, and then we had more room. It was just that area that the fucking seats were combined. But I gotta tell you, man, I don't know how old Chaz Palminteri is, and it doesn't matter to me. I know he's a little older than me. He came out fucking guns blazing. He was so fucking good. You know, I spoke to him Sunday morning. He thanked me for coming to the show, and he goes, "What'd you think?" I go, "Listen, man, you knocked it out of the park, but what really had me fucking cooking was the stage presence." He just fucking, you know, man, and that's what you see singers do. Like when you see the singer from Rage Against the Machine, that motherfucker owned the stage. You know, Robert Plant owned the fucking stage. Like, that guy really owned the fucking stage. Chaz last night fucking owned the stage. He came out, I mean, just firing. Everything. I mean, there was no backdrop, because I guess the theater was too big to have like a backdrop. But he had sirens, he had smoke, he had gunshots, he had people yelling, he had music, doo-wop music, Dion and the Belmonts. I mean, it was a one-man fucking show. I sat there in fucking awe. And it's the same thing you saw in the movie, only a little bit more explained. He explained the African-American girl he was dating. He explained the characters. He does every fucking character. I mean, beautifully. And there's got to be 20 fucking characters in the thing. He talked about his dad. He talked about his mom. It was just, it went by fast. It was like I sat down, and I didn't even go get a bottle of water. When I sat down, I go, fuck, I'm going to go get a drink for me and my wife. We didn't say boo throughout the fucking whole hour. It was like an hour and a half. We did not say boo. Not even a fucking nothing. We just were in awe. We would look at each other every couple minutes and go, wow, fucking this guy's got it down. And then the highlight of the night was some guy heckled him. some guy fucking heckled him, and he was telling the part where the dice game. He was talking about the dice game and how, you know, yeah, all that shit. He was talking about the dice and mush and all this, and he was doing mush. He was doing Frankie Coffee Cake. I mean, he was doing all their voices and stuff. It was just brilliant, guys. And all of a sudden, he's talking about that he has to shoot dice, and he goes, "Yeah, Colangelo, throw whatever, 14." He goes, "Lucky 14," and some guy yelled in the audience, "15." And Chaz just fucking stopped the one-man show, and he goes, "I know I'm in fucking New York. There's always got to be one knucklehead." So he was throwing people into the bathroom in the fucking scene, and he goes, "Get the fuck up and get the fuck into the bathroom," like with the rest of the guys. Like he didn't move, he didn't fall out of character. Yeah. He didn't fall out of character, guys, which I thought was fucking just tremendous. The place went crazy because that's what people want to see. People want you to react to something in the audience. If a waitress spills her drinks, that's why I tell people, don't focus on the words too much. When you go up on stage and you got that set list when you're a young comic, don't focus on the words. I want you to know bullet points and where you are. That's the most important thing, because if this waitress or if this fucking knucklehead gets up and slips on his head, you have to say something and then come right back to where the fuck you were, just to really keep him. The worst is making a tremendous joke and then come back, and now you don't know where you are. So for you going away, and you'll do this as a comic once or twice, this is how you learn to remember your place, because you'll have a great 5 minutes and then try to go back to your material, and now your material cannot follow the event that just happened in the room. It is just, it's, comedy 101, guys. So we watched it. He took us, it was an hour 45 on the dot. That's as professional as can be. An hour 45 isn't too long, and it isn't too short. It's just fucking right. So I made a mental note. If you're going to do a one-man show, keep it at 145. 145, everybody's fucking happy. I can't stand when people do 2-3 hours. I don't have that type of fucking, I can't sit there for 3 hours. If Jesus was there talking shit, I can't sit there for fucking 3 hours. So, and I love Jesus. We all love Jesus if he shows up. Right? We all love Jesus, right? Who don't love Jesus, right? So he was fucking great. We got a standing ovation. I got up, and he had a Q&A, but we had an hour drive home, and we just wanted to get out of the city. So we just slipped out the fucking back door. We called an Uber, went to the ferry, and we took one of the ferries back. I love taking that fucking ferry. The Weehawken, I love all that shit. On the way up, we stopped at Rudy's. We got a little fucking calamar with some fucking Rhode Island clam chowder, delicious. They just put the red and the white and mix it, and they call it Rhode Island. I guess that's what they fucking do. And it was just a great night, guys. My wife had a great night. I had a great night, and I came home, and I watched the Mooners with my daughter and stuff, and she went to bed, and boom. The creativity from the one-man show just kicked in. I mean, while I was watching the Honeymooners with my daughter, it was already like fucking, like things were, I would lose place. Like I was watching it, and then 2 minutes later I go, what the fuck just happened? Because my mind was already fucking cooking. Once she went upstairs, I was tired, and I sat down and made a few mental notes, just, jokes, a couple things I saw with his one-man show. And on the way up the stairs, I'm like, this fucking really works. And when I got up this morning, I made a few notes before I went looking for my fucking umbrella. Yesterday morning after the one-man show, I got up in the morning and I couldn't wait to come home and sit. And it just gives you different ideas. I love to watch movies, guys, and a lot of you people are going to be mad at me for what I'm about to say. I tried watching Top Gun last week.
I didn't even try.
Holy shit, that was bad. And guys, I know a lot of you are going to attack me and say, Joey, you're wrong. I'm a Tom Cruise motherfucker. The only reason why I didn't join Scientology is because I'm not gay. Yeah, I got nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? I've already told you all my sins. Okay. So, I love Tom Cruise. I watch anything Tom Cruise is in. Interview with the Vampire, I fucking love him, okay? Collateral, the Jake whatever movies where he plays that secret agent, what's his name? Jack Reacher. I love all his shit, okay? The movie he did with as the Colombian fucking drug dealer, he did that movie as a pilot that he played the redneck with the blonde, the cute blonde. I love motherfucking Tom Cruise. But that movie, and listen, I watch it with my wife. My wife is as white as can be, and she'll check me. She'll go, Joey, you're too high. This movie's great. I asked her at the hour mark. I go, Terry, what's going on here? She's like, I have no fucking idea. I go, this is not good. But then she goes, what do you want to do? You want to stop? I go, no. Let's watch it. We pay $5 for it on fucking Amazon Prime. Let's watch another half hour.